There we go.
All right, welcome. Oh, let me put active. All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Cock Rings Live, starring me and Mike and Ray and Jared. No, we'll do a proper introduction. My name is Brian Enright. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram at Brian Enright or the Hard Jew. I still haven't changed it yet. But you can still type that in and you will find me on the internet. Let's see if the world can hear. Yeah, the world can hear me, Brian. Shut up. All right, up next we have Jared Letourneau. Jared, good evening.
Good evening, boys. Glad to be back after the holiday week we had last week. I'm doing my best Steve Harrington impersonation. Got it clean shaven.
Well, be a good babysitter.
Do what?
So be a good babysitter then.
Yeah.
A good mom to those boys.
But yeah, you guys can follow me on Twitter at @zombie_survivor. Back to you, Brian.
All right. Thank you very much, Jared. Up next, award-winning director of I'm Dreaming of a White Doomsday and three-time Emmy Award-winning director for shows such as One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest and Kinky Boots. We have Mike Lombardo. Mike, good evening.
Good evening. When I did One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, the series, I really felt that we could add something. I don't know. I'm done with this joke. You can follow me at facebook.com/realsplatter, realsplatter.com. Most importantly, screamteamreleasing.com, where you can buy a copy of I'm Dreaming of the White Doomsday. And find me at Scares That Care at the end of the month in Williamsburg, Virginia. I'll be running the film festival and hawking copies. So be there or be squared. I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
Mike, you have a badass shirt.
Oh, thank you.
That's not for me.
This is Starship Troopers.
I love that Yes song. Up next, we have our president and Fuhrer of the Horror Syndicate, Ray Merrick, who has now just opened up his own comic Kickstarter. Ray, talk about it for a little bit.
A little bit? Like an hour?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, I got this. You can find me at my date tripod. You can find
that was its nickname in high school.
Yep. That's what I was just thinking.
I was thinking about.
I think we're all bearing tripods today.
What are you?
I want to kiss a tripod.
What are you talking about? I don't.
Wow. I guess I'm the only non-tripod.
Yeah, this is Take Your Tripod Day podcast day here at the Horror Syndicate. Only one of us has an award-winning movie, and that's me for Cuddles. Go ahead, Ray.
Okay, so, can I talk?
Yeah, go for it.
I mean, it was my fault. I started all the I do have a tripod. Check it out. Anyway, enough with the tripod. So, yeah, I got a Kickstarter. I put the link in the comments. You can find it at Unparalleled Comics on Facebook and on Kickstarter. It's called Stellar Odyssey. And I'm working with a few people who will remain nameless because it has nothing to do with horror. But you can also find me at Razor on Razor33 on Instagram. But yeah, check out if you like science fiction, if you like Star Wars and Firefly, shit like that. Check out the Kickstarter. It's going, to the end of the month, next month or something. I don't know. Back to you, Brian. I don't like being served like that.
Thank you. So tonight we're going to kick it off. Mike's going to start us off his top 5 favorite moments about Stranger Things season 3. He's really excited to talk about over here. I'm kidding. We got a bunch of stuff to talk to you tonight about. We got Stranger Things. We got Midsommar, which some of us have seen, some of us have not. I know if you're tuning in, there's been a couple of new movies that came out, such as Child's Play. No, the movie is not called Chucky or Chucky 2. It's called Child's Play, like the original title was Child's Play. The movies have never been called Chucky or Chucky 2. There's been Bride of Chucky. There's been The Curse of Chucky, The Cult of Chucky, and, of course, Mike Lombardo's favorite, Stranger Things Season 3.
Don't forget the seed of Chucky.
Chucky's the
Even so, hey Mike, did you dig into this shit?
I didn't. Me and Lex watched the movie, and it looks gorgeous. I have not
Does
checked.
it? Okay, I still have an open mind. I'm excited though. I have my tripod.
It gives you a tripod.
I want to get that. Is that Silent Hill? You know, Silent Hill just reached its 25th anniversary or something like that. I don't want to think about it, but the movie is pretty stellar. What's that?
I think it's 20. I think it's only 20 years.
Yeah, I would say at the most 20 because it was a PlayStation game.
Yeah, it was 98, 99, I think is when it came out.
I think I rented that and The Big Lebowski on the same night.
Yeah, I was in middle school when it came out. I remember when I bought it, there was an ad in, I think it was Evil Dead Hail to the King on the back of the book. It just had a picture of the cop, and it said, "Welcome to Hell, Silent Hill." And I'm like, wait, what? Because it didn't look like there was nothing horror-ish about that at all. And then I saw it at the store, and the cover is one of the all-time, like, terrible covers of a video game. It's just, like, a dude's face in negative exposure, and it just looks really stupid. But it was I gave it a shot, and it blew me away. So I'm happy.
Yeah,
all those years ago.
Game. Actually, that's not the only good one. We should do a Silent Hill episode. We've never done that before.
I don't know. Lex Quinn probably wouldn't like that very much. She hates those games.
Ah.
Silent Hill 2 is one of the greatest games of all time.
Michael!
Yeah. What was it? The one you played? Was it Death Force? What it's called? I think that's what the last. I think that's the last one I played.
What's you completely froze? What was it?
Was it Silent Hill Downpour or something like that?
Yeah, that game was terrible.
I think that's the last one I played.
Yeah, that was the last one they made. Fortunately, that was a really bad game.
No, that's not the last one I played.
I never beat a Silent Hill game. I was playing the first one. I heard the second one is the best out of the entire series.
The second one is a piece of art.
The second one is really good.
I wish they would have made PT into a full game, but whatever.
Well, we can still watch The Walking Dead and pretend that Norman Reedus is in a game. Well, he's in Death Stranding, I guess. So that's kind of like PT. Speaking of The Walking Dead, they finished it. The comic's over.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
I heard the governor lived.
I can't find that last issue anywhere. Pisses me off.
I have to wait for the trades. I'm one trade behind. I think it's number 31. And then obviously it'll be like 6 months before they collect the final issues. So I'm hoping to avoid spoilers for about half a year.
No, it should be August, I think, is when they said they were going to release it.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, it's just, I've been reading the comic since it started, and I honestly lost interest in it several years ago, but I had to finish it. I really didn't think it was going to end anytime soon. I'm surprised. I thought the show would die before the comic did, but...
Yeah, right. AMC's going to hold on to that like flies on shit, dude.
Yep, pretty much.
That's their baby.
Greenlit another spin-off show. I think this one's going to be about a group of survivors fighting in a world of the undead.
Oh, that's
whereas like Fear the Walking Dead was about a group of survivors fighting off zombies in a world of the undead. I think this new one's going to go in a very different direction.
Yeah. It sounds
okay. Keep talking.
Speak. Ray's got his tripod.
PDA. All right.
So speaking of dead and zombies, if you are local in the South Jersey area, Philadelphia area, and Atlantic City, Zack Snyder has just announced that he is looking for extras to be a part of his new movie. I guess the sequel to Dawn of the Dead is going to be a Netflix series. All you have to do is go to Army of the Dead. Apply to Dead Army Casting at gmail.com with a headshot, a full body pic of Mike Lombardo, and a picture of your aunt. So all you have to do is send those 4 photos over to the Dead Army Casting at gmail.com. And you may be selected to be a extra in the Army of the Dead series directed by Zack Snyder, which will
what they're going to do is take your picture and they're going to CGI over it and animate it for the scene because there won't be any actual practical effects in the whole thing.
That's right.
True.
That's right. No, you're absolutely right. Everyone is going to get the cat filter.
Why didn't HBO ask Zack Snyder to do the Watchmen series that they're doing? That's weird.
There wasn't enough 8-packs in the script, so they were really looking for
Weird.
301 Spartans.
I gotta admit, Zack Snyder's best. Actually, he has two best movies. One, of course, is the collaboration with James Gunn, which is the remake of the George Romero's 1978. Is that when it came out? Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah.
And and Watchmen, the movie. That's probably Zack Snyder's best movie that he made.
I liked that one movie. I can't think of the title.
299.
Sucker Punch.
Oh, you like Sucker Punch?
Sucker
Everyone
Punch?
hated it.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It was weird. It took a couple times to watch it to understand and like it, but it wasn't bad overall.
299.
They messed up by showing all the cool shit in the fucking trailer. So
Yeah.
you can't do that. That's the thing now. So Mike, when you make your next feature, I expect the entire story to be in the trailer.
Duh.
So,
Me
anyway,
too.
yeah.
And there better be some tripod action going
So
on.
yeah. I mean, that's all. I can't keep my hands off this thing.
I got a Wait, what kind of tripod you got? You got a silver one? I got a silver one too.
Oh man,
Look at it. Woo.
might be the same one.
Look at you guys measuring your
I
tripods.
have a Beastmaster grip.
Where did you get that? I want to get one of those.
I got it on Amazon. This was like $18.
No shit.
Oh wait, no, this is a Zekti. This is not Beastmaster grip, but it's a Zekti. You can put your phone in there and you can adjust this little doodah. You can put like a 35 millimeter lens on it, like an actual lens on it that you can aim with your phone and your camera, and it's even
Flashlight in there too. I hear.
it's got a flashlight right in the middle, and
Mike.
It's a good time for one and all.
That's
Before
right.
we get into talking about Stranger Things, Mike saw Midsummer.
Midsommar.
I did.
And we never did talk about Child's Play. Well, let's take a few minutes to talk about those.
Sure. Child's Play I thought was excellent. I was very surprised at how good it was. I think they went in a way different direction than the original, and I think that they made Chucky into a very sympathetic character, and I think Mark Hamill did a great job of bringing a lot of that to Chucky, because Brad Dourif is a god and his voice is amazing, but this is a very different iteration of Chucky, and I don't think that Brad Dourif would have fit as the voice for this. I think that this worked really well. I think that the third act got a little too silly and ridiculous for its own good, but I mean, overall, I thought it was an excellent movie. I was very, very happy about it.
Me too. It was different. It was fun. It was funny in parts. There were a couple good tense moments, like with the present to the old lady down the hall.
Way more Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 footage than I was expecting as well.
Yeah, I know, and it was all out of order.
Yep, that actually annoyed the shit out of me. I'm like, what the
But that's isn't that the thing that kind of urged Chucky to start becoming a homicidal maniac doll?
Yeah, well, he learned, so
It's all fucking Bill Mosley's fault.
Chucky is an AI, obviously an AI, and a disgruntled programmer removes all of the behavioral restrictions off of that particular doll, then kills himself. So the Chucky doll that the kid gets is broken, and it's supposed to learn all the habits and stuff. You know, it's supposed to be like an advanced AI that's supposed to be your kid's friend.
Right.
So Chucky starts learning the bad things that he shouldn't be learning, like swear words and stuff, and then there's a scene where the kids are all watching Texas Chainsaw 2, and they're watching Bill Mosley beat LG to death with a hammer, and all the kids are laughing. So Chucky's watching. He's, violence is funny. It's okay. This is good. And like the whole thing's a very, it's a sly.
Because the doll is programmed to make the kid happy.
Yeah, then there's a commentary on raising kids and violence in the media. I thought that was really interesting. So that's how Chucky learns to kill, but he doesn't understand that it's bad. He's just trying to make the kid happy. So I thought it was a really, really clever direction to take it, and I really like that.
It probably would have been more successful, and people wouldn't have hated it so much if they would have made the doll look a little bit different and didn't call it Child's Play. It could have been its own movie completely.
I think there should have been multiple Chuckies, and
They
it should have been like
called
a
it,
cult or something like that. Like
I think they should have called it Man's Best Friend.
Oh my god, it would have been great if Chucky pees acid and
Like the dog movie with Matt Henderson?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think
Somehow
the doll
that-
design, I think he looked fine because like I was at first when I first saw it, I'm like, oh man, this looks fucking stupid. But then watching it in the context of the movie, just like Mark Hamill's voice, it's supposed to be a toy. Like we're used to seeing Chucky because Chucky's the evil doll, so it's designed very specifically for that. But this Chucky is supposed to look like a toy you'd buy your kids at like Walmart, and that's exactly what it looks like. It looks like one of those weird fucking like derpy, eye toys that they sell now. Like that's what it looks like, and the voice fits that too. I think that they did a smart thing with what they were doing.
I like the song. Do you like the song that he would sing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Song.
It was good, and Mike definitely before the show was saying he liked it better than the new Ari Aster movie. I think that's how you say that guy's name. Tell us about that, Mike.
Midsummer, summer, whatever.
Show us on the tripod where he touched you.
What's that?
Show us on the tripod where he touched you.
It touched me right here in my wallet.
Oh.
Actually, I didn't pay for the ticket, so I can't even say that. A friend of mine forced me to go see it, and he paid for my ticket. That's why I went to go see it, because I was not interested by watching the trailer. So Midsummer, the first 30 minutes of it, I think, are excellent. I mean, I enjoyed Hereditary, and I think the first 30 minutes of this were very akin to that. It's about grief and stuff, and that's a topic that hits very close to home for me, and it's something that I do a lot of writing about. So I really like what they did with that.
Okay.
But once the movie actually kicks off, it's pretty much just the Wicker Man mixed with Hostel, but a lot less exciting. And I mean that like literally, it is just the Wicker Man. Like when I saw the trailer, I'm like, oh, this looks like the Wicker Man. And then I saw the movie, and I'm like, that's exactly what it is. Like the influences, he wears his influences on his sleeve way too much. It's a beautifully shot movie, great acting, great effects. Everything about it is gorgeous, but it's just trope after trope after trope. Like anyone that's ever seen a horror movie will peg every scene before it happens. I thought that it was very dull. Honestly, I don't understand what people are raving about with it. I really don't. There's not a single shred of originality in the fucking movie.
Would you fat to this movie?
I guess some people could at one scene.
No, you. I'm asking you.
No,
I was there was a penis in the movie. How was it?
I was falling asleep because it was 2.5 hours long, and honestly, there's about maybe an hour of actual movie. The rest of it is just people standing waiting to take it. I'm not even fucking with you. Like,
So it's kind of like the Prowler.
What's that?
There's only like an hour of movie.
Yeah,
Like the
they
Prowler.
could have seriously cut an hour out of it, and it wouldn't have changed anything. It just would have tightened it up. Because there's these long stretches where nothing is happening. It's just more of them standing awkwardly, staring at each other a lot. I mean, that happens like every other scene is like 3 to 4 minute David Lynch style takes of people just staring to be unsettling, I guess. I don't know.
That's the plot of Children from the Corn, Mike.
Well, they take a lot of acid, so a lot of the movie is just them staring at trees with like really bad Photoshop swirl effects on them. That's a significant portion of the runtime as well as that. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I thought it was really fucking dull. Like, I mean, I wasn't expecting much when I saw the trailer, but I mean, it literally is exactly what it looked like.
So if you've never seen The Wicker Man, you think you would appreciate this movie more?
Yeah, probably. I mean, I think that's what they're banking on, that people don't know what The Wicker Man is.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it literally could be a fucking sequel. Like, the joke I made was that that Summer Isle had a sister site, and it's Wicker Man 2, the Dutch World. And it's pretty much the same fucking bullshit they pulled in Jurassic Park 2. It's like, oh, there's another island. And that's pretty much what this was. Like, it's in Sweden this time. It's just the Wicker Man again.
Ah.
I don't know. I would not recommend it. I don't know. People seem to be I've been seeing people say that it was transcendent. I think it's fucking ridiculous. I mean, there's like 2 movies in my life I think I could say that about. And it sure
Street
is not.
Trash and
Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2.
Yeah.
Street Trash and the Boneyard are not transcendent to you?
So I know I said this to you before we got on air, but I like when a director sacrifices content for art, like, does it always translate?
Well, I mean, I don't know necessarily. Art is content. I don't think that those two are not together. I just don't think that there just wasn't much here. There wasn't. The characters are all stock generic with the exception of the lead. Because the crux of the movie is like a toxic relationship and grief. Those parts of the movie were great, but that's the first half an hour, and after that, it's just literally like the Hostel Bros in Sweden. And then a bunch of off-screen violence. I mean, there's one scene that everyone's going to be talking about that's very, very shocking and graphic, and that scene was excellently staged. But aside from that, like 4 minutes, pretty much nothing else happens. Everything else is either off-screen or implied, and it just evolves into like a bad like slasher movie. Like it's like you know what's going to happen, you know what is happening. You're just waiting for the characters to realize it, and it takes 2.5 hours for that to happen, and it's just really frustrating.
So you're saying it's an hour too long?
It's an hour too long.
That sounds like my description of Suspiria, the 2018 Suspiria.
I've heard a lot of people compare it to that. It just meanders.
I hated that movie.
That was a fun movie. I liked it. I know Jared liked it.
I actually still haven't seen it.
You'll like it. You know what's a good movie?
Task to watch. I'm telling you.
You know what's a good movie?
Midsommar, whatever. It
Midsommar.
sounds like it's a task to watch.
You know what you guys should watch? You guys should watch Climax.
What?
Climax.
Climax?
It's Fame meets The Thing.
Oh, I think you were telling us about this podcast ago.
You guys should watch it. It's pretty good. It's during the midwinter, but definitely not during the midsummer.
Well, I mean, that just sounds like White Doomsday. It's in the midwinter.
Yep,
oh yeah,
pretty much.
That has the best full frontal nude scene ever. Dreaming of a White Doomsday.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, I'm really excited to see Crawl this weekend. It's amazing how many times I've been to the theater in the last few months. Like I go to see like maybe 2 movies a year in the theater. I've seen like 6 so far in the last like 4 months. It's kind of exciting.
Well, really, it's funny. You're talking the same thing I was saying to my kids. Was like, I can't believe how much we've been to the theater this year. 2019's been a big year for movies.
Yeah, it has. I mean,
So-
for horror, I mean, I haven't liked half of them, but the fact that it's big budget horror stuff is coming out, that's really cool.
Yeah, Pet Sematary was transcendent.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't like to throw around tour de force too lightly, but definitely.
That's like the most
Crawl is
pretentious
really
thing ever.
exciting because it's I love Alexandra Aja, I love Piranha 3D, I love the Hills Have Eyes remake, I love High Tension. So I'm really excited about that, and I love giant alligator movies.
It kind of just reminds me of a big budget sci-fi movie.
Yeah, I mean it looks fucking cool. I mean it's gonna be dumb as hell, but I'm excited.
Kind of like the Meg was.
You
No,
stop.
the Meg wasn't good though. The Meg gave me blue balls. They promised a lot and they didn't give any of it.
I love Alejandra Aja, whatever you want to say his name.
Aja.
Aja. Yeah, I love The Hills of Eyes, of course Piranha 3D. I don't know if he did. What's that?
High Tension.
He did. I like High Tension for what it is, but Piranha Double D, that's where it's at. With David Hasselhoff.
That movie was pain to sit through.
John Gulager did that one.
Yeah, the only movie worse than Piranha 3 Double D was the Feast sequels that he did.
Oh, really? He did the Feast sequel?
Unwatchable.
Yeah.
Did he do the first Feast?
Yeah, he did the
Yeah,
first.
but the first Feast was for Project Greenlight, so there was someone telling him not to do things. But
Matt Damon, right?
Feast 2 and 3 were sub-chroma quality. They were sub-sci-fi channel quality. Those movies were fucking horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible. Like some of the worst movies I've ever seen.
I think the best part of part 2 and 3 was the ending credits song with the Mexican guitar player. Hey, Brace. Feast 1, 2, and 3.
I love it, Jared. I love that version. I don't know what it is, but I love it.
He was singing it in Spanish, but I don't know the words. So
Ah. Yeah.
You have to see it.
I never saw the sequels to Feast. I love the first one. The first one was really awesome. Kind of took you on a little strange journey, killing off the hero in the very beginning of the movie, which is fun. But I love Alejandra Asia, whatever you want to say his fucking name. If you guys are listening right now and we're talking and we're pronouncing the names wrong, just feel free to unfollow us because we're doing this all night, ladies.
No, don't unfollow us.
It's I think Lady Gaga wrote a song about that.
It's Lady Gaga. Come on.
Rady Ganja.
Alejandro Aja.
And then
I
Holly
think it's
Berry.
Aja.
Holly Berry's playing the Little Mermaid. You guys hear that? Holly Berry from The Last Boy Scout. Yeah. That movie, she's only in that movie. She wasn't in anything else.
I was just hoping for some hot fish lady action. Like I was hoping for something more along the lines of Dagon, with the upper half of a fish and the lower body of a chick, but apparently that's not what's happening. So I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in.
Nope.
Do you guys know about the Hans Christian Andersen version of The Little Mermaid?
Yeah, the original.
Yeah. People are like really pissed off about Ariel, being a different race. But if you read the book, Ariel's green. She's a green like fish monster.
She's a man eater.
Well, like I said, the whole thing is as long as the new movie retains its central moral that if you change yourself enough, somebody will love you.
That's right.
Then it'll be fine. It doesn't matter what color she is.
Very
As
true.
long as we teach our children that they should always conform to someone else's standards.
Change everything about you so somebody will love you.
And the original ending in the Hans Christian Andersen book, she doesn't get to meet her love. In fact, when she gets legs there, they feel like she's stepping on swords and they bleed all the time. And then she finally finds the love of her life and he wants nothing to do with her because he didn't think she didn't save him. And then she contemplates killing him, but then she's like, no, I'm gonna just like ignore this. And then she dies, but then she's like, oh, as long as I believe in God, everything will be okay. It's a really weird book. Mike, you'll love it.
I'm familiar. I'm familiar with it.
But I'm glad that the Little Mermaid is coming.
Like my question is, they want to recast Ariel to be black. That's fine, but it's still going to have a drag queen as Ursula.
They should have a drag queen as Ursula.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do like a divine
That
homage.
looks vaguely like Divine, yes.
Yeah, because that would be. I'd go and see it then.
Did you say Waking Dead Divine?
No, it looks vaguely like Divine.
Oh, okay.
Also, maybe Alexandra Aja will direct this one too, since he had so much experience with like Piranha 3D and shit. They're pretty much just saying this live action, so all the underwater stuff.
I love it. I'm about to go into the water when that movie comes out.
We've got a couple of comments on Facebook.
We have comments on Facebook. People are watching us. What are these comments that you're talking about, Jared?
My little brother said Lady Jaja.
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 There's that lady haha because it's Spanish.
When you type ha 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 like really long, it ends up turning to ha ha ja 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 ja. Yeah.
And Seth Miller said they should cast a real mermaid as Ariel. So sick of mermaid phobes. I could not agree more with that. Actually, all joking aside, I think that. Well, I was saying earlier, I think that if anyone should be offended at this, it should be the people of Innsmouth. It's cultural appropriation is what it is. The deep ones, they're taking deep one culture, and they're not whitewashing it, I guess, but they're just it's cultural appropriation. I think it's very wrong. And I'm still reeling from Disney. I mean, this is strike two for Disney. When they did the Aladdin live action, they didn't cast a real blue actor for the genie. I mean, this is I don't know what's going on here.
You're still reeling over that. I'm reeling over the fact that they didn't cast actual marsupials in The Howling 3. So
They had a couple. It's a union thing,
yeah, I know.
Did you guys hear about Lion King sucking? Like,
Yeah, I
Lion
heard that
King-
too.
Yeah, people are like, this movie sucks. Like critics all
Right.
around the world.
I could have told you that in 1994.
Hey now, come on, man. Mufasa's death,
I know.
man.
I saw it in the theater, and I don't know. My aunt was obsessed with Disney when we were kids, so she used to buy like every Disney movie and make us go to the theater all the time. So I learned to hate them. And I think the only Disney movie I have any kind of fondness for was Aladdin, and I could never watch it again and not care. I really don't have any nostalgia for any of those movies.
So you didn't cry when Mufasa was killed?
I'm trying to remember if I did or not. I probably did.
I think you did.
I think I did in the theater. Yeah,
I'm young enough to tear up.
I probably cried.
I think when you still think about it, you get a little teary-eyed. I do.
Not really. I watched it again not that long ago, and I was like, man, I like the music. But I was like, I don't know. It's just, yeah, it's not a Disney fan at all.
Look at us,
man.
all in Disney movies.
They just make Shakespeare stories family friendly, and then give them catchy tunes, and everyone jizzes themselves over them.
You don't mean that. You know, the real Little Mermaid was intended to be a good movie.
Toy Story is a Pixar movie. The original Toy Story was before Disney bought them. Toy Story is a fucking masterpiece. The original Toy Story is...
All four of them are really good.
I didn't see the other ones, but the first one is like a high watermark for animated films, like, period. That movie is...
You should see, there's a video comparing what they did in the first movie compared to what they can do now. And it's amazing how far they've come in the last 25 years or so as far as animating it. They, especially with hair. They're talking about hair because in Toy Story 4, there's a cat that looks fucking real on screen. And then, you know, they go back to Sid's dog in the first movie and how it looked very flat. And man, it's amazing. I just don't want, you know, CG actors to take over. I still like the real thing. But why are we talking about Disney?
Well,
this is a horror show. We're talking about horror.
Yeah. I guess.
But, you know, Disney's cool.
I think you segued us into this, Brian, by talking about the fucking Little Mermaid.
I did. But also, what everyone needs to realize is that the Criterion Collection sale is over, and I'm mad.
Oh.
It's over already.
I'm glad I dodged that bullet.
Wait, August 8th. No, it's not over.
Damn it!
Oh, it's not over. Oh, I'm getting mad weekly, bitches. The sale is over, and I'm mad. I can hear myself.
I'm glad I dodged that bullet.
Wait, August.
Okay.
I got Blue Velvet.
Yes.
I got Funny Games, and I got The Angry Inch.
Yeah.
Why
I
does
get an angry inch whenever I watch Funny Games.
You don't like good movies like Midsommar, but you like Funny Games.
I love Funny Games.
I don't remember much of it. I've been meaning to. I've only seen the remake, which is pretty much identical, shot for shot.
Yeah, it's the same director.
Because the first one was so fucking expensive on DVD for years and years and years. I didn't even know Criterion put it out until I was at Barnes & Noble's and I saw it. I was like, what the fuck?
I like that the sale is also in store.
What's that?
I'm glad that the sale is also in store.
Oh, yeah.
Well, just online.
Well, with the
yeah.
I wish I could order like their back catalog, like Dead Ringers. I want that fucking Blu-ray. Or
well, now didn't Scream Factory release that one?
Yeah, but it doesn't have the commentary by David Cronenberg on it. There's also another
David Cronenberg's a chump.
I fucking hate that. I don't have that commentary, and there's a featurette called The Mathematics of the Flesh or something. It's like a documentary they have on there, and that's not on there either. But it's out of print, so I can't get it. I'm very pissed.
Well, somebody else will release it, and you'll buy a copy like The Blob, and it'll go down to $12.
Well, I have the Scream Factory one. Is great. I mean, there's tons of good extras on it, but no commentary by Cronenberg, and that's a crime. His commentaries are fucking phenomenal. And why don't they have The Fly yet, man? Like, what the fuck? They released like half of his other shit. Why don't they do The Fly?
I bet you they will. Because they've, Rabid, and they haven't released Scanners.
No, Scanners is on is Criterion. Scanners, The Brood, Videodrome.
Those are all Criterion.
History of Violence.
They announced that Polyester is coming to Criterion.
Yeah, Polyester is coming out. That's amazing.
They better have the smell cards.
Yeah, they had that. I have the DVD of it that came. The new line, the special edition, came with the smell card.
I love it. I love that movie.
So does it make me a basic fan because I do not necessarily like commentaries.
Oh, Jared, what's wrong?
Ugh. How do I
Okay,
kick
Jared,
the
I don't
podcast?
want to do
Let's see
commentaries.
here. Kick.
I like the special features. I like the behind the scenes stuff. So I like the gag reels. I like all that. But I can't, unless it's something I really fucking love, I can't sit and watch a movie while somebody's talking over it.
I love.
Podcast.
I'll listen to the Monster Squad commentary all day.
Haven't seen it. Or
My favorite commentary ever is on the 3 Lord of the Rings movies. Peter Jackson, Philippa Boyens, and Fran Walsh. All 3
It
of
sounds
those.
like an entire weekend.
I used to.
God, aren't they
you know
like-
what? I'll be honest, Mike. I don't know if you've ever done this before, but with surround sounds and stuff, sound bars, I always sometimes just turn the TV off and listen to it. Just the
Commentary.
the commentaries. Yeah, I've done that.
What I'll do lately is I'll put on commentaries like when I'm doing like postcards, like so I have like White Doomsday postcards, and we have a screening. I'll have like a little printout that I have to put of the time and date and shit. I'll print those out in like big bulk sheets, and I have to use a paper cutter to cut them and then glue them on. It takes a few hours. I'll throw a commentary on and just do like work like that I don't have to pay attention to, and then I'll listen to the commentary. Or if I'm like folding laundry, so I'll listen to it like people listen to podcasts. I don't have to watch the movie too, unless they're talking about a specific shot or something. I'll look up. But
yeah, and I mean, there's certain movies that I've seen multiple times that I do want some insight on the filming of the movie and like The Thing, for instance, Jared. That's a great one to listen to with Carpenter and Kurt Russell.
Yeah, I do
It's
want
a
to hear
good-
that one because
That's a good one.
I actually
Halloween
listened to
has a good one,
commentary
too.
for
Judd has the
Society.
best commentary of all time. There's like 5 of them, and they're fucking hilarious.
Who? Which one?
Chud, the Anchor Bay DVD and the Arrow Blu-ray has it on there too. But it's like Daniel Stern, John Hurd, the guy that plays. There's like 5 or 6 people on it, and they're fucking hilarious. And it's
Rest
just a
in
big
peace.
free for all, and it's so entertaining.
It's not. It's not the Bud 2 or the Chud
The Chud.
2. The
I
Chud
would love to
2.
hear that commentary because I want to know what the fuck they were thinking.
Most deceiving title art ever.
Yeah, Mike,
I
we're
was-
gonna have to cuddle up and watch that one night.
Absolutely.
Can I watch you guys cuddle?
Yes.
Can I do that? Yeah. Yes, I am. I'm gonna be naked.
So, they're asking for Stranger Things now.
Who's asking for Stranger Things?
Well, first of all, let's go through the comments on Facebook.
Facebook.
Let's see here. Will Smith said, "Are you guys going to be at Monster Mania in Cherry Hill in August?" Brian,
Maybe. I
Brian question.
don't think so. I don't like going to that one because it's a
won't.
cattle call.
Yeah.
But maybe.
Funny Games is one of those few movies that I really got involved with. I wanted the dad to not be a pussy, and I was getting mad as the film went on. That was from Seth.
Yeah, it happens. I get the director's like
It's an unnerving movie.
point of what he-
I think
yeah.
Funny Games is pretty much they're just trying to troll the audience, and I mean the whole thing is what I liked about it when I saw the remake. Again, I haven't seen the original, but it's literally shot for shot. I'm told so. But what I loved was that they like kind of just take all the thriller tropes and stuff and just turn it on its head. Like when she's tied to the chair and trying to get up, and they always fall over and the chair shatters into 20 pieces and they get out of their bonds. It's just her for like 5.5 minutes trying to get up off the floor because that's exactly what it would be like, and it's like anti-audience catharsis, which I really like. But I bought the Blu-ray because I want to see the director interviews and stuff. I want to hear why he made the movie and stuff, because I think that will flavor my opinion of it. I want to see if he's got, what his philosophy about it was, and see if I'm off base with why the movie exists.
Compared to the American version, yeah.
Well, he made the American ones. They just didn't want to dub it. That's what I read. So they just reshot it.
So,
It's got the guy from Hedwig and the Angry Inch in it, though.
Is he the Angry Inch?
No, he's Tommy Gnosis. He plays one of the killers in the remake of Funny Games.
I like
And
Martyrs
Hedwig
better
and the
than
Angry Inch, that Blu-ray is gorgeous. Anyone out there who has not seen that movie, it's the most beautiful movie I've ever seen, and you should absolutely watch it. It's fucking amazing, and it just came out by Criterion. And it's still part of the sale. It just came out like a week ago, and they put it on that fucking sale, which is amazing. Bless their hearts.
Yeah, that is cool because I mean, yeah, it did. You're right. It just got released.
That's how I got Female Trouble last year. It was 50% off, and I'm like, no shit. It was like the day it came out, they started the Criterion sale.
Divine.
Female Trevor. Female Trouble. Oh my god, I did it again. Female Trouble is my favorite John Waters film. I do love Pink Flamingos. I think
say more than Pink Flamingos.
I love Pink Flamingos.
Flamingos fan. I mean, I like it for what it is, but I think his best stuff is Female Trouble is the best of his classic movies, and then I think Serial Mom is his masterpiece. I think that everything that John Waters is about is all contained within that movie, and then Cecil B. Demented is my personal favorite of his new stuff.
I like that one a lot. Yeah.
That should get a Criterion release. I hope it does.
A lot of famous people are in that movie, like Michael Shannon. He's like a nobody in that movie.
He's Demented.
Yeah. And Melanie Griffith, she's like a nobody in that movie.
Moby did the soundtrack for it.
Yes, he did. Dude, Moby is a weird dude. I wouldn't hang out with him or let kids hang out with him, only because he might play his music.
Do we have any more comments on Face Space?
They want to talk about Stranger Things, so if you guys are down for it, we can end the show now. Okay. No, Stranger Things Season 3 was fun. We had a blast. Everyone on the 4th of July who pretty much every introverted person on the 4th of July watched Stranger Things the entire way through. Me and my wife finished about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. No, actually, no. We finished about like 10, 11 o'clock. Great season. It was definitely better than the second season, in my opinion. Mike's only seen every episode except the last one, right, Mike? Is that what happened? You only saw...
Yeah, I watched 4 episodes of the first season and turned it off. I'm not a fan. Actually, I'm going to hop off so you guys can talk about Stranger Things. So I will talk to you guys next week.
Give it a second chance, Michael.
I don't know, man. I'm pretty cash grab nostalgia'd out, honestly. I don't care how many Ghostbusters outfits they put on for Halloween. It's not going to make me like it. So you guys can find me at realsplatter.com, facebook.com/realsplatter, Scream Team releasing by Doomsday, and Scares That Care at the end of the month. And Tuesday, if you're in Lancaster, at Zootropolis, we're doing a screening at 6 p.m., so come out there. And that's all I'm going to say, so I will see you guys later. Enjoy your talk about that show that is not good. Bye.
Oh my God, such a diva. Such a hipster diva we have over here with Mr. Mike Lombardo. I liked season 3. I thought it was the best season besides the first one. Hopper,
tempo-wise, it was better than the first season.
Yeah, you think so?
We got to know that this first season is character building, and we got to know. We know them at this point, so that's one of the best things about it.
Yeah, and there was a lot more tragedy in this season. Of course, Bob dies in the second season, but that's really about it. This one was really like, we started killing off major characters.
Yeah, the one thing I was going to say about it is I could probably watch that show without any supernatural element to it.
Yeah.
Because the cast is a joy to watch.
Yeah.
We did get a question. Did anybody cry?
No.
No, I didn't either. I was like, I actually thought that would be the end of the show. But we're going to get at least one more season. So we did.
To piggyback what you were saying, Ray, though.
Did you finish it, Jared?
Yeah, I did last night. But it's like every season they'll add a new character and they're just as likable as the rest of the characters we already have. Like having Lucas's little sister, Erica, as a prominent character, she was fucking hilarious. And then Steve Harrington's girlfriend / lesbo friend, Robin, she was a very welcomed addition, I think, to the cast because It's like what can you do to top what you've already done? But bring
Kill
a
off major
giant fucking
characters.
monster.
Yeah, I can't wait for the Demidog, the major Demidog to come in at the very last season. They're building for it.
Tell your brother to hop off if he doesn't want spoilers.
Oh yeah, go. I don't think he's finished it. Go. If you
He's
haven't seen
halfway through.
So spoilers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't think Hopper's dead.
I don't either.
I don't either.
I think that did you guys watch the end credits of the last episode
Yeah.
in the Russian prison? I think that's Hopper.
Well, those security guards are the same security guards from the mall.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I read somewhere somebody think it's what's his name from the first season, Matthew Modine.
Oh, the guy from the
The
facility.
Papa or whatever.
L's
I mean, I don't know about that, but
L's
I don't
first
want
dad.
I think he's done. I don't think he's in it anymore.
I don't know. I'm like you. I don't think any of those guys that were in that room when at the end of the movie are gone.
No,
I don't know how they would have survived it, but yeah, I don't think so.
Usually, when the major characters die in this kind of show, they show it for a long time. It's like when a major character dies in Metal Gear Solid. There's like a 10-minute monologue. Like you see it, and it didn't show anything when Hopper, disintegrated.
Just kind of assumed.
But there was a ladder. You see the ladder when like everything's like blown up. You see like a ladder there. So I think that's where he went. If he is dead, it's kind of a cop out to not show his death, considering that they showed Billy's death, and Barb's death, and all the Billy, Barb, and Bob showed all their deaths. All the bees.
Billy Barbara. That's funny. They're all bees.
They're all bees. They just tore down this Starcourt Mall after they finished shooting, and they wouldn't let anybody in either. You guys hear about that?
Mm-mm.
Like
They literally built an entire mall for this.
Yeah, they built a faux mall, and they tore it down.
That's a very, very, very non-fiscally good idea. You could have make so much money just having people come and look at it.
I was ready to shop at Sam Goody when I saw it on the screen.
I mean, that's one of the things about this show is the nostalgia. I kept looking in the background at all the stores to see what was there. I mean, malls started popping up in the 70s and 80s, and I mean, we still have one here. Well, we've got like 4 of them in this area.
Yeah,
we're in the 90s though.
We
got a mall
have
around
legit mall here, but it's turning into a ghost town.
It's like Ghost Town from Tim and Eric's big movie, or $1 million movie where there's
$1 million movie
where there's wolves running around the mall and the guy sells used toilet paper.
Yeah, it's like the fucking Wild West.
I love that movie. The movie's so fucking stupid. I love it. Speaking about stupid movies, Freddy got fingered. Rip Torn passed away.
Yeah, that happened a couple days ago.
Yeah. Do you know that Dennis
Did you guys
Hopper,
know that he was 88 years old? So it's not a
88
tragedy.
years old. But he used to every time he would go in for an audition, him and Dennis Hopper would always go after the same roles. Like their agents always pinned them up against each other. It's fun fact. Of course, Dennis Hopper.
I think Dennis Hopper got the better of the deal.
Yeah. I mean, you can't take away. I mean, once you get King Koopa in the Super Mario Brothers movie, no one can take that away from you.
You can't go down from there.
You cannot go down from there at all.
Yeah.
Bring me those plumbers.
Lefty in right.
Lefty in
over
right.
on Facebook, Mike says he loves us. Of course he does. Let's see. The actor who plays Billy is great. I'm glad they gave him an arc. And his arc was pretty cool, I thought. I liked the scene with the sauna in season 3. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, where they locked him in the sauna. Yeah.
They all worked together to do that. And I like the girls versus boys aspect of the show because it reminded me, when you're about that age, girls and boys, and Max teaching 11 all the different ways to be a girl was cool.
I kind of felt that sauna episode was kind of like the thing where you had to kind of test it out and see what it could take.
Raquel Rincon, I guess, agrees that that Hopper's the American in Russia.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Do you think Hopper turned into Hellboy? Seth Miller says, now that I know Robin is played by the daughter of Ethan Hawke and Uma Thurman, I can't unsee Uma's face. I actually see more Ethan Hawke for some reason.
I don't see either one of them. I did not know that.
I see Ethan Hawke, and she's got that mustache and that little goatee that he has.
Oh God.
Seth also says Hopper's in the Upside Down. Didn't think about that. When they showed the explosion, you don't see Hopper by the machine, right? Actually, it's Mavheen is what he wrote.
Mavheen, El Machinist.
I thought it was a real mall. Billy was the most tragic of the season. Every other character is willingly involved this season. But Billy's against the wall, or against his will. I don't have my glasses on, so
I could see that. I mean,
he had no choice, and we get to understand more about why he is the way he is, why he's a dick face.
See, so I'm gonna bring up a weird question because I don't like. It's been a while since I've watched the last couple of seasons.
It's been a while.
It feels like he was a doppelganger. And then when he brought Heather, the other lifeguard, it felt like they were doppelgangers from the Upside Down. It wasn't like they were in this world, because I thought Billy was dead already, and that was his doppelganger.
But they don't. Yeah, I mean that would have been cool, but I guess they don't really do that in this show, which probably would have been cool. But it was absolutely him the whole time.
I was thinking pod people all the way.
Well, yeah, especially that scene at the house with the girl's parents.
You remember that Drew Barrymore movie? You guys ever see that Drew Barrymore movie, Doppelganger? She was a doppelganger, and then she makes out with herself. It's really weird.
Nice.
It's like Society a little bit, but
go ahead.
That's all I gotta say.
I was just gonna spotlight episode 7, the one before the end one, when Steve Harrington and Robin were freaking drugged the entire episode. That was a fucking funny ass episode.
Hell yeah.
And him trying to explain Back to the Future with Robin in the bathroom. That. So why are they going back to the future?
Oh man! All right, let's take some more comments from Facebook and let's wrap this show up. I am exhausted. I didn't realize how tired I was. I mean, you guys can still go on if you want to.
Yeah.
Anyone from Facebook land want to chime in on Stranger Things before we wrap this bad boy up?
Yeah, Raquel, I hope I'm saying your name right. Rincon says, "Yeah, I thought they were clones at first." With Stranger Things, I think one of the things that they do is pay homage to movies like The Thing, and we saw The Thing in season 1.
Mm-hmm.
But different things like that, and Invasion of the Body Snatchers came out a few years before. Close to 10 years before that. So yeah, I could see that. I didn't think that at all. I thought he was possessed the whole time by whatever it was. One of the cool things I liked was with the rats at the beginning of the season and how they turned into mush and moving around. Cool. Yeah, I thought that was really cool. I don't know. I think some of the season got lost in just the characters for me, and that's not a bad thing. The characters are what I guess I was watching the show for anyway. I didn't really care about the Upside Down stuff as much as I did in the first season and the second season. I really, you get to learn more about each person and how their relationships grow. I think I was more sad about the Byers moving away at the end than I was about Hopper's possible demise, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
In a way,
Hopper's not dead.
Yeah.
Do what?
He said because Hopper's not dead.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, even if he is, I'm still. So there's supposed to be a season 4, and that may be the end of the show. So it's like they're somewhere else. I don't remember where they said they were moving, but
Yeah.
it's like, are they going to move back? Are they going to visit? Well, it's like, what's the deal here? I do want to, before we wrap this up, on Facebook earlier in the day, let me get to it. I asked our followers what their favorite season was, and then 3 other questions. So I want to go over them if you guys don't mind.
Go for it.
Do it.
Give me a
Do
second
it.
while my fucking phone loads.
Do
Here.
it. Do it. Do it.
Do it.
Well, while you're
All right.
doing that, Ray, what did you think of the 7th episode? Where Steve and Robin were like completely drugged out watching Back to the Future.
Back to the Future. I like that they showed the stuff on the marquee. I mean, every episode was good, but when you binge watch a show, it's hard to make, except for the first and last episode, it's hard to make out which episode's which.
Yeah. I only know that because I watched both of them the other night, but I just thought it was funny. Like they were so fucked up and they were trying to explain what the movie was.
Oh, yeah, that was pretty funny. So we only got 21 votes, but season 1 has the most votes for a favorite season. Season 3 was after that, and season 2 only had 2 votes. But the questions I asked were, which season is your favorite? And those were the answers. Who's your favorite Stranger Things character? So who do you guys think was your favorite in the show overall?
Mine's always been Dustin.
He's my least favorite, actually.
He's your least favorite.
Yeah, I can't stand him. My favorite it's probably Hopper. Especially, did you guys see the Magnum PI opening that they did with him?
Oh, with Eddie Spaghetti. He
I think I tagged you on Twitter for that, Ray.
It's pretty damn brilliant, if you ask me.
I love it.
I do like Steve quite a bit, also. Especially, he's got in the first season into the second season, his character art is great because he's kind of the bully asshole king of the school, and then by season 3, he's best friends with Dustin.
Yeah. Oh, he's the man.
He gets knocked back down to earth a little bit.
So Seth Miller says Hopper. Keith Saunders says Hopper, but he also likes the new girl Robin, and she was good. Penny Lane says Steve and 11. Nate Anderson says Steve Harrington. And then another person says Hopper. The next question was, what year would you like the next season to be? The only reason I asked that is because the kids are getting older, and I feel like it may jump a couple years, depending on when they release this, because they released the 3rd season in 2019 and skipped 2018. So I'm guessing I don't know if we're going to get another season next year or 2021. By then, they're all going to be almost 18. Yeah. So I said 1988 because, first of all, 1988 is rad as fuck. And they'll all be in high school age.
Yeah. Didn't the first season take place in 1984 as well?
It was 83, I believe. Late 83, and then it was 84 and 85.
How they've aged like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, it'll probably be 86, but I don't know. Most people don't give a shit when it takes place. I do.
Yeah.
Somebody said the same year. It depends on when they film it. They already look older. So it's they're going to have to time jump if you ask me. Keith says they don't really care. Somebody said 86. Anything before the 90s. 86. And then the last question. Stranger Things may end after season 4. Are you okay with this, or do you want more?
Spinoffs wouldn't be bad. I would like to see a Steve and Dustin spinoff.
I'd be okay with that.
I wouldn't even watch that. I wouldn't watch that. I can't stand that kid. He's not cute. I want to hit him in the face with my damn.
Oh,
shut up!
You want to tripod his face?
I can't stand him at all.
This season, his character really jumped a lot. Like he became less annoying.
No.
I think so.
Yeah, I don't think so at all. I think he was worse.
You think he was worse just because he was
He
more
was better in season 2, and then he got worse again. Yeah. I don't want it to end, but I'd rather it not become stale.
Yeah, look at
Only
Walking Dead.
in a satisfying way. I say don't overstay your welcome. I think 4 seasons would be good. They said something after season 2 that it was only going to last maybe 2 more seasons. So, the Duffers.
The Duffer Brothers, yeah.
I love the show, but it's nice to see good shows wrap up before they jump the shark or get canceled. Yeah. As long as it comes to a conclusive ending, yes.
That's the big part. Is like, how are they going to close all this up?
How many times can they close that gate?
Right.
We do not have. We have. I'm opposite. The relationships were the problem and exhausting. I like them.
And honestly, it's going to end with Elle's death. And that would be the best ending. Closing the gate one final time. And she
You
dies.
think? I don't know. It maybe. I don't know how it's going to end. I have no clue. This show, I don't think it's predictable at all. I think Mike needs to give it another shot.
Yeah, I think Mike needs to watch it again. It's a good show.
I mean, he's right though. The '80s nostalgia thing, it's just like the zombie craze. It's over. I'm over it. You know, I don't need it. I'm ready. I'm ready for the '90s nostalgia.
Oh my god, I'm ready for all the '80s nostalgia. I'm still listening to new synthwave songs I've never heard before.
Yeah, but that's not the same thing.
But now I'm listening to Ghosts too, not Ghost, Ghosts. Like the
What, the Ghost soundtrack with Patrick Swayze singing Henry VIII I Am?
yeah, and no, the
I know who you're talking about.
the band from
They're from Europe.
Europe, yeah. We'll just say all of Europe. They're from all of Europe.
They're slow, like Black Sabbath. I know Ghost.
Yeah, no, they're a lot of fun. I've been listening to them a lot lately. They're pretty cool to listen to.
Oh, that's my train.
But I don't know if you guys are ready to end this. Let me know.
Yeah, I need to watch another Howling movie.
No.
I've watched the first 6. I mean, you know, I've got my whole 500 movies horror movies I'm trying to watch in 1 year. And I'm at 257. And we're just at the halfway point of the year, so I'm like right on track.
You're just right there.
Yeah. Well, I there was 1 month. So it comes out to like an average of 40 something a month. Like,
well, you
42.
were also going through a little phase where you were like losing interest, and now
so June I only watched 20 movies.
Yeah,
that sounds like a lot, but it's not. If you think about, they're only an hour and a half ish. But July I've gone fucking crazy because I haven't done anything like productive. And you know, I'm single and not really looking for a girlfriend or anything like that. So let's see. Let me look at my July. It's July 1st, so we're 11 days into July. I've watched well, here's the movies. I watched The Nest, Amityville 1992, Amityville A New Generation, The Evil Escapes, All Hallows Eve, which I liked better than Terrifier. Final Exam, Ghoulies, Shopping Mall, Resident Evil, Brian. Fell asleep watching that, actually. Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon. I Know You Did Last Summer. I still know what you did last summer. Final Girls. All 4 Scream movies. Both Town That Dreaded Sundown. Graduation Day. And the Howling movies. So I've watched, since July 1st, 25 movies.
Damn.
And so, just so everybody knows, I don't sit there and that's all I do is watch the movies, because I'm doing other things. Like writing or you know, whatever. So it's a lot of fucking movies. And it is getting old. Like, I'm getting to the point, I've watched all the Nightmare movies for the most part, all the Friday the 13th, all my safety movies I've already watched. I don't think I'm gonna make it. So whatever. It's been fun. And I'm just gonna keep keeping track of what I'm watching anyway, because it's nice to be like, oh, when was the last time I watched the New York Ripper? Oh, January 2nd. You know. So, but I've repeated like today. I just threw on City of the Living Dead while I was preparing. I had to do a video for the Kickstarter. Stellar Odyssey on Kickstarter. Go back it. Help me out. But anyway, yeah. Love Stranger Things, and I'm ready to end the episode.
Brian, wake up.
Did he pass out for real?
A little bit.
I'm excited.
About what? Sleeping?
Stranger Things season 4.
Yeah.
All right. You guys ready?
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
Let's
All right.
wrap it.
Thanks for joining us tonight, everybody. My name is Brian Enright. I do apologize for the inconvenience of my face. I'm very tired. But we will be back next Thursday, and you can follow me at Brian Enright or The Hard Jew. Up next, we have Jared Luterno. Jared, where can we find you?
You guys can find me on Twitter at @zombie_survivor. Thanks for all the feedback and comments on the Facebook thread. Looking forward to that again. Back to you.
All right. Thank you very much, Jared. And up next, we have award-winning director Ray Merrick. Ray, good evening.
Good.
Where can we find
Children
you?
from the Corn. That's my award-winning movie. Yeah, please check out the Kickstarter for Stellar Odyssey. It's the links in the comments, or you can go check out Unparalleled Comics on Facebook. Like the page. We are doing a giveaway as of right now for a 24 by 36 inch poster. If you back the Kickstarter, the physical copy of the Kickstarter, the book, the comic, you are entered to win the poster. So anybody who's already backed it, you have till Sunday to enter to win this poster. So we are 30% to our goal, and it's running to the middle of August. So please check it out. Supporting me is supporting the Horror Syndicate. So otherwise, I'll go crazy. Have a good night, everyone.
All right. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a great, safe evening, and we will see you next week.